Hi and welcome back. Today I've got this rather lovely bracket clock on the bench. I've just completed an overhaul of it and it's come up rather nicely. It was in extremely original condition. It's got its original escapement, all bar the crown wheel, which has been replaced probably due to wear or damage in the past. But it hasn't been converted to anchor and then converted back again, as have most of these clocks. It's also got its original repeat system, which is rather nice to see. Again, repeat system for various reasons often is lost over time and then reinstated. So it's lovely from, I do reinstation work, so it's lovely to be able to see an original example to add it to my sort of stock of information that I can use in the future. The movement was made by Charles Coulon of London. He's a maker who I've struggled to find much out about. There are a lot of makers from the 18th century that were working prolifically and not a lot is known about them. I've managed to find out that his working dates were supposed to be between 1765-ish and 1770, but courtesy of the Antiquarian Horological Society, I've looked through the fire insurance records and found that he had a workshop in 1757. Now, he was in the Soho area of London, near St Anne's. There are elements of this clock that it was pointed out to me by somebody on Instagram as well, that it has a French feel to it. So I'm inclined to think that it could be that he was of Huguenot descent and apprenticed to a first generation Huguenot maker such as somebody like Duchenne. I'm hypothesizing here massively because it is a very English clock, it's not a French clock, but there are influences, and I've worked on quite a number of Duchenne clocks, and certain details, style traits are very, very similar, and I'll point those out now. One quite Duchenne-ish feature is this very, very tight floral engraving on the repeat pulley. That's something that I've certainly seen before on Duchenne clocks. Also, the way the mainspring is mounted is something that I've seen before on Duchenne, with these lovely sort of rounded ears that are screwing the mainspring barrel of the repeat system to the plate. Duchenne's systems usually have the repeat barrel on the front plate, but that's not exclusive. But I'm not saying this clock is by Duchenne or anything to do with Duchenne, but I'm just saying that it is the influences that make me think that this man was perhaps apprenticed to a maker like Duchenne or Ducharme or someone of that ilk. The repeat system is a lovely 6-bell affair. It's a pull quarter repeat system, so it's repeating the quarters and the hour. In this instance, it's doing one run for the first quarter, 2 runs for the second quarter, 3 runs for the third quarter, and then 4 runs for the fourth quarter. Now again, this is something that is not normal in English work. Normally you would have a blank quarter and then 1, 2, 3, but on a number of Duchennes that I've worked on, and Huguenot clocks, they have the 4-quarter run on the repeat system, so that's another little nod to perhaps its heritage. This is an 8-day clock, meaning it runs for 8 days. And it does that with these, the mainsprings in these barrels here, driving fusees here. The purpose of the fusee is to even out the torque of that the mainspring produces. So with an old mainspring, when fully wound, it was producing a huge amount of torque. So it's going to be acting on full wind at a much smaller diameter of the fusee than when it's wound right down, when it's acting on a large diameter and imparting more effort onto the clock. I hope you've enjoyed this little insight into this lovely little bracket clock. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.